Love Island USA Season 8 has no shortage of mess. Some people are sabotaging their couples and others are, well, let's just get into it. Hey y'all, it's Nay. Welcome back to my little corner of YouTube. This video will contain spoilers for Love Island USA Season 8, Episode 12. So if you haven't seen it yet and you do not want spoilers, save this video and come back after you do. You are about to hear my thoughts on Episode 12, but of course I want to hear yours. So feel free to drop your thoughts below if you do want to participate in the conversation, and give this video a like and a hype before you go. Y'all, Trinity did the thing. She said the name of the show while on the show.
I think that's something you should explore. No, I'm dead ass. Really? Girl, yes. Beatriz Love Island.
I love a good showception. Watching Kenzie and Corbin do whatever the hell they're doing is very bizarre to me, because I don't believe for one second that these two would be able to make this work outside of the villa. I think that they are enjoying the thrill, especially now that they're not an official couple and it's kind of like they're sneaking around. They're the type of people that like the idea that they're not supposed to be with each other. And I really feel like the second these cameras cut off, she's gonna be like, okay, bye Corbin, and he's gonna be like, okay, bye Kenzie, if they even do that. He describes the recoupling as him being ripped away from Kenzie.
Because I care for you a lot, and our connection that we've had from the beginning, we literally got ripped out of our couple.
And I'm just like, when were y'all ever ripped away from each other? Y'all haven't stopped touching each other even after the recoupling. No ripping has occurred. Y'all actually are all over each other now, even more than when you were together, some kind of way. Both Kenzie and Corbin are the type of people who would kiss a stranger on the way to the bathroom while their spouse is sitting at the dinner table just because they had the opportunity to do so. They're opportunistic.
You're not gonna say nothing?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm not finna say shit. Fuck the repercussions, bruh.
Having the mindset to be like, let's not tell anybody that we kissed. Yeah, these two have been here before. And I'm not surprised that either of them have been here. We know what Corbin does. And I've been saying this entire time that Kenzie is not as innocent and blonde as she likes to pretend to be. Kenzie came in here on her, I'm just a little blonde, twirling her hair. And I'm from the country, and I've never even been in the same room with two guys at once. But she seems to be managing just fine to me. And Caleb said he's not used to having someone that he's with give their attention to someone else.
I'm just not used to having this back and forth and having to fight with another guy and her attention coming to both of us.
And to that I say, Caleb, there's no need to worry. She's not splitting her attention between you and Corbin. Corbin has all her attention. You're lucky to be considered an afterthought at this point. It's almost like she's entertaining Caleb because we forced her to. After she told us this is what she wanted. She said she wanted the cowboy. We gave her the cowboy. Now all of a sudden he's not Corbin enough for her or something. Caleb is being treated like an unwanted stepchild. She told Corbin that she wishes he was in a hideaway with him. Now when Kenzie finishes her one of several conversations with Corbin, Caleb is like, girl, what's up? We need to talk, because the way that is looking over there is looking like the kiss happened. Now we didn't see them kiss, and they say that they didn't kiss, but they did everything but. She's sitting over there with her legs across him. She always talks about how she loves him kissing her shoulder. He got his head all in her shoulder. She got her head in his shoulder. She rubbing on him, he rubbing on her. Y'all might as well have kissed at that point. What was the big deal? So while technically she is telling Caleb the truth, they didn't kiss, she's kind of being disingenuous because you might as well have. And if Corbin in that moment hadn't for some reason practiced some restraint, then you would have kissed. In fact, you use that against him later on.
I didn't like that we weren't able to kiss.
That was because of you.
It was because of me. I made the decision.
That you're sparing someone else's feelings other than mine. And when I was with you, like, you asked to kiss Melanie.
Yeah,
so it's clearly like
right, so
you're
look.
into her more.
Now it is week 3. We got 3 weeks left. This is still Love Island. I am okay with Kenzie exploring, but Kenzie is not exploring. So she just needs to say that. She was doing okay. She was being upfront and saying, hey, I'm still interested in exploring this. But it's moved past an exploration. And now they've gotten to the point where they're not even gonna say anything. They both decide, we're not even gonna tell nobody we kissed. This movie night is going to be so damn good. There's so many moments that I'm like, that's gonna be fire movie night. That's gonna be a fire movie night. Ooh, I can't wait. But yeah, she just needs to say to Caleb, look, I know we in a couple because America had thought we wanted to be in a couple, but I'm really not open. I really just want Corbin. And she kind of says it, but she won't fully commit to it.
I said that you should explore because I'm exploring.
Because Caleb damn near looks distraught. And he doesn't deserve that. He hasn't given me any reason to believe that he's a fuckboy. Maybe he hasn't had time to show us that, but he hasn't given me any reason to believe that. This is his first time being in a couple, and I feel like she's taking that experience from him. And much like us, or at least me, Caleb is like, well, when Kenzie tells me what her type is, it's light years away from what Corbin looks like, and we all agree with that. We know what Kenzie was saying the entire time. All of a sudden she gets the cowboy, now she doesn't want the cowboy. As soon as she saw Corbin's hand, she was locked in. Corbin is very much her type on Love Island. The second these cameras cut off, it's gonna be like, who is Corbin, who is Kenzie? And here's my thing. Melanie isn't really interested in Corbin. We know where her head is at. Her mind is on Sincere. We know that because of the conversation that they end up having later. And so this really would be a clean break if Kenzie is just open with Caleb and say, hey, I'm not really looking to explore us anymore. I want to move forward with Corbin, even though I know we're in a technical couple right now. And Corbin almost doesn't even have to have the conversation because Melanie don't give a damn. So Kenzie just needs to go ahead and say it, and Jen feels the same way.
He just keeps saying that he wants to have respect for the couple.
But like, what couple are you talking about? Because you guys are, what are you, like, she doesn't want to sleep with you.
But here is where they start to lose me. Because Kenzie is being nosy as hell, and instead of worrying about her own situation, she's worried about Melanie's situation.
She's not being honest about if she even wants to explore Sincere anymore.
I don't know what she wants, and it's making it hard on everyone else, it seems like.
Yeah, it's making me confused. It's making...
And you're getting like the worst of it.
You do realize that in this Corbin, you, and Caleb triangle, you are Sincere. You the birthday. You're being this much more honest with Caleb, but that was only until that last scene in this episode, and now I can't even say that. So you're no different now. And Jen is sitting here co-signing her. Kenzie isn't getting the worst of anything. If anything right now, Kenzie is the only one on Love Island that's getting the full Love Island experience. She's exploring. She has multiple people who she's in conversation with, multiple people who she's kissing. She having a grand old time. She's not getting the short end of the stick by any means. Kenzie came in here pouting because she wasn't anyone's type, pouting and crying because after 24 hours Zach didn't want her anymore, and now she has two people who are interested in her, and she's living it up. She's living it up. She's not getting the shit end of the stick here at all. So don't do that. Don't make this about her being, oh, the poor little brunette blonde is the victim. She's not. And I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all do that, because y'all keep trying to do that with Kenzie. Kenzie's not a child. I'm trying to tell y'all she is the villain. Y'all not paying attention to how she's moving. This entire time she's been moving like this. She pretended to really be into Zach. She cried over that. 24 hours later she was moving on. Who the hell was she moving on to after that? I forget. Was it may have been Corbin. At some point it was Gabe. Like, she was constantly moving around, so I don't really know what y'all talking about. But of course, later on when her and Jen are having another conversation at the bar, Kenzie doubles down on that statement and that conversation that she was having.
I don't want to talk to him if he's not going to kiss me.
100%.
Like, I'm not doing this, like...
Back and forth shit.
And, well, like, I'm more out, like, whose feelings are you protecting? Because you're hurting mine by not kissing him.
So now you don't want to talk to him or even be around him if he's not going to kiss you. So you're going to force this man to kiss you now. And if he's being respectful of Melanie's feelings, then that means he likes her more. I don't want to say what is given, but it's given. And if you know what I'm saying, then you're going to pick up on what I'm saying.
You're protecting her? Like, just because you're in a couple? What?
Like, yeah, girl, simply because they're in a couple. And this type of behavior right here lets me know that Kenzie doesn't give a damn about a relationship. Again, I know this is Love Island. Y'all know I'm down for her to explore. But she lacks basic human decency, basic consideration. Whether you still like him or not, he needs to be respectful. You don't have to be a dick about it. That's why Sincere is in hot water. And you know what's even crazier about her acting this way, particularly towards Melanie? When Melanie was going through one of her situations with Sincere, and she decided she was gonna try to explore with Corbin again, she pulled Kenzie out of what? Respect and basic human decency to say, hey girl, we've been in this thing since the beginning, we're friends. I'm considering pulling Corbin. I wanted to let you know, woman to woman. Like, that's what she doing. And what did Kenzie tell her in that conversation? Kenzie told her, I just feel like you're not trying enough to make your situation with Sincere happen.
I want Sincere, but that's not working out, Kenzie. Like,
I know, I just feel like you're not even trying for him, though.
But I
like,
am. How much am I trying, dude? How much can I try?
Okay, so in this situation, maybe you're just not trying hard enough to make your situation happen with Corbin. And Jen is messy too, because when Corbin and Kenzie have that bedroom conversation when they first pull each other, she's like, oh, I didn't see that coming. You just egged her on earlier to make that happen, actually. And Kenzie might want to watch out, because Jen might be plotting on her man.
If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen.
Aww. Talk to me more.
Corbin also confirmed what all of us knew.
We was already doing shit in bed, bro.
We'll do it.
Yeah, DJ on that bit.
I wish he hadn't. He tries to say that it was a joke, but it's clear that he was being serious. And he forgets that there are, in fact, cameras in the rooms, and those cameras work well at night, and we actually saw that. And if you're unaware what DJing is, just imagine an old school DJ and what they used to do to records. That's as safe as I can get it for YouTube. Melanie and Corbin also finally have a sit down and talk about things, and Corbin starts spitting that game immediately.
I picked you for a reason. I knew there was something there that I wanted to explore more.
No, you picked her because it was between her and Bea, and you knew there was no attraction with Bea. It wasn't because you were so excited to explore the connection with Melanie per se. It was just the better choice.
I am once again asking
That during the next vote, we get Sincere out. We do get a vote tomorrow. I don't know what type of vote it's going to be, but if we get to send someone home, get Sincere's ass out of here. His ability to lie to these two women so easily needs to be studied, peer-reviewed, and then banned.
And you guys look happy together. I have to eat that shit up.
Well, looks can be deceiving because shit's not. Like, I think about you all the time.
Because even if he is being honest with Melanie and he is actually thinking about her, that's not what he's telling Soul. Like, when he's with Soul, he's telling her a whole different story.
He's just like, I'm very happy with you. Like, you're the only one I want to pursue, like, right now.
And when he was coupled up with Melanie, he was doing the same thing, just in the reverse way. And even if they are editing him in a poor way, the edit doesn't change the fact that he said those things. We are seeing him say these things. I don't care how you slice it, the words left his mouth. And you can't edit that. Let's talk about Aniya and KC. I don't know where the hell this situation is going. I'm starting to feel like Aniya is the type of person in a relationship that needs constant reassurance. And if you've ever been with somebody like that, you know that shit is draining.
I feel like with Casey, he's like falling back on me in a sense, and I feel like he made me feel like a safe option.
Don't take it the wrong way. I don't think it's that serious.
Sure, you want to know that your person is thinking of you all the time. Sure, you want to know that you're like the only one they're thinking of, and you know you cross their mind the second they wake up and the moment they lay down at night. You want that, but you should be able to tell that based on their actions, and you should be able to trust that based on their actions. And unless they give you a reason not to believe that, then you need to believe it. If you want someone to constantly say it out loud to you, I know words of affirmation are a thing, but it's a fine line between words of affirmation and I need constant reassurance or I'm going to start spiraling. And Aniya's given she's a spiraler. And I know we haven't really gotten to see a lot of their conversations until recently, and that's only because they have more drama, but I feel like the conversations that I have seen them have, Casey has shown up for her and he has been reassuring to her. A person can only do so much. He cannot spend 23 out of the 24 hours in a day reassuring Aniya. You know why? Because when you need that much reassurance, that means that there's an insecurity within you. KC can't fix that for you. That has to come literally from within. You have to fix that yourself, possibly with the help of a therapist. But KC can't fix it for you. No matter how many words of affirmation he gives you, it's never going to be enough because it's an internal problem. When KC was telling her that he loves her skin and dark-skinned women are the move and like that's what he likes, she said to him, well, I'm very confident in my skin. Like I feel great. I don't have any issues around that.
The last thing I would want you to feel is like
No, I don't feel down on myself. I feel like that was a really big thing for me, but now that I'm like older, like I feel better.
But now a few episodes later is given she might have some issues around that. And if it's not that, it's definitely something else. Because that second option language that she's using is layered.
Talk to Aniya and she just saying, oh, I just feel like, I'm your second option. And I feel like you really want Soul.
She could just be saying, hey, I see you have a connection with Soul. I just want to make sure that I'm still the number one connection. But what I really think is happening is that Sincere opened his big ass mouth and told her that Casey's ex looks like Soul, and so now every day when Aniya is walking around the villa and she sees Soul, all she's seeing is Casey's ex. And now she feels like his ex is in the building, and if his ex is in the building, then I'm definitely not top choice. And when he's putting in the effort to try to have a conversation with her, she's like, well, I don't feel like talking right now. Okay, valid, you need your space, you need time to process and download and all of that, but at this point in time, it's the next morning. We need to get into this. And I think they do end up having a conversation that we don't see because we then again see them later and they're referencing things that we never saw them talk about. So I do think they eventually did end up having a conversation, but yeah. And then she's also trying to dictate how he shows up.
And one of the main things is you saying I'm either laughing too much or I'm very low.
Yeah.
And you want me to be here.
Yeah.
I know that it can be off-putting if someone comes into a serious conversation with a smile on their face, but I don't think he was laughing at the situation. He was just laughing because he was in a giggly mood. Like he was trying to make her feel better. That was the time where they were going up to, I forget where they were going. Maybe the speakeasy, I don't know, maybe Soul Ties. But they were going upstairs and he was like, hold my hand. And she was like, I'll hold your hand when we get up there. And so he's like laughing it off like, okay, like what's wrong? And then that was the mood that he had going in. And then they get there and she's like, why are you laughing? I need you to be serious. What damn, he just came off of a joke. Like, is that not okay? Like I said, I know that she wants him to be able to show up seriously and have serious conversations, but I think it's a slippery slope. You try to dictate how someone shows up in one situation, then all of a sudden you're trying to dictate how they show up across the board. And all of a sudden it's, you can't hang out with this person, you can't wear this. Ask me how I know. And KC finally says the quiet part out loud.
I want to be like the first choice, your secure choice, you feel me?
I can't even hold this against you, but like, I wasn't your first option. But since that fucking day, you've been my first option every time.
And I'm glad he did, because Aniya likes to conveniently forget that. Like, we remember, girl, we were there. Now, KC does call Aniya a grandma, and I really need people to understand that some thoughts are inside thoughts.
But I ain't gonna lie, me and I ain't done shit.
Grandma. As soon as the lights turn off, bro, all I see is Naya like this.
He did not have to say that out loud. That's gonna come back to bite him in the ass. Like I said, come movie night. Because that's about to add on to another insecurity she has. But Aniya says she don't need you all up in her cookies.
Damn, can a bitch take it slow? Like,
literally.
I'm like, fuck me. First of all, I be tired as fuck. Like, and I'm sorry that I don't want to spread my fucking legs open in this damn bed. But a bitch want to take it slow. Like, I don't want you all in my cooters. Like, damn.
It's okay to be a slow burn. Do I personally think that slow burn should come on Love Island? Absolutely not. But she's already here. She's already been casted. She's already been through 2 weeks. We enter in week 3. She still got 3 to go. So you need to make the best of it at this point. Embrace her inner grandma. Go ahead, get y'all a pillow and a blanket, sit down and watch Judge Judy. I very much am a grandma. I watch all the court TV shows. It's also not lost on me that she made that good hair comment.
Don't care. Fly as fuck and we got good hair.
And I'm not gonna get too deep into it. I'm not offended by that comment. I think that shit is weird. But I do think that it's an ignorant comment to make, especially when you know this shit is being recorded and is gonna end up out in the world. And when you are in a room full of people who are not black and or mixed race with looser hair textures, I think that's a heavily charged statement, and she should have known better than to make that statement. And then of course we have Zach and Kata, who spent their night in the hideaway, and somehow Bryce is still a topic of conversation.
I know they're all in the villa right now, like,
I wonder if they are. Bryce is probably like, I don't think he's gonna do it. It's actually weird, we're alone now.
I know, we're still talking about Bryce.
I know.
And they also don't seem to understand the irony of this conversation that they have when they're in the hot tub.
No, from that second night you came in, how wild was that?
They're talking about, wow, it's so amazing. We met day 2 and look at us. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. When they were just giving KC shit about the exact same thing, literally mere hours before. They don't even catch the irony in that. Now, I need Love Island to come to the front of the class. Don't y'all ever show me no up close of somebody's toes like that again. I am tired of these movies and these shows getting me up close and personal with people's feet. I talked about this when I covered Poor Things. I loved the movie, but there was like a minute long still shot of Emma Stone's feet. I mean, the shot was so long that when I watched it, I thought that my internet went out because I thought it paused. That's how long we were on the shot of Emma Stone's feet. Why are we doing this? Less toes, please, I beg. And okay, look, don't think I'm prudish or anything. I'm far from it. I talk about how I'm sex positive all the time. But why we gotta hear about all the stuff they got up to in the hideaway? Don't get me wrong. I very much have these conversations with my girlfriends. I guess guys have these conversations with their guy friends as well. But I do that because they're my friends. I don't want to sit here and listen to Kata talking about Zach or whatever the hell she was saying. I don't need that mental image in my head. I don't really need to listen to y'all sexcapades. I don't know. The hideaway was really cute though. The bed looked very soft, and Zach did say it was soft, so I think I could get a good nap on that bed. You know, pop on some Judge Judy, get all comfy. It looked comfortable. I want to sleep in it. I did love when the girls sat down to watch their TV show.
Guys, my show is on. This is my favorite part of the day when they just be working out. I just love seeing the muscles.
We love the eye candy.
This is also so funny to me because I'm a gym girly, but when I'm at the gym, I don't be looking at nobody. And I don't think anybody looks at me either. When you're at the gym, like, you're worried about getting them gains. You're not really paying attention to people. But when I'm watching these men work out on Love Island, I'm very much locked in. So it's just kind of interesting. Like, in person, I'm never doing that. But when I'm watching it, I'm all over it. So we get a vote tomorrow. That's going to be crazy, but I'm excited for it. I definitely want to see what's going to continue with this Corbin and Kenzie storyline. I don't know. Those two are a hot mess. Actually, most people in the village, I was about to say in the village, most people in the villa are a hot mess right now, pretty much. But let me know y'all thoughts on this. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna go make me a BLT, and until then, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Casey's ex looks like Sincere. Let me hear you say OVO. Yeah, I'm gonna move these two down. I'm gonna move these two down, and then I'm gonna put this here, and then I'm moving Kenzie and Corbin to the top.